Hi all, I wanted to do another informational video on Kids A to Z. I am hoping that all of you will be able to use A to Z because I think it will really benefit their practice of reading and building their skills. And because I can't sit with them in small group like I normally would, this gives them a chance to practice a level with several books and then be able to move up. And I also wanted to show you the different parts of it that I'd like them to complete that gives them that repetition with the practice. And then also a way that I'm actually able to hear them read. So you go to that kidsatoz.com and that's a main login. Once you've done it once and you've put in that class code, then every time you go to the website, this is what you see. You'll see my name as the teacher and then everybody's little thing. I added my dog again as part of my classroom just so I could have a student view to demonstrate versus what I see as a teacher. So if I click on Leia, and I had her password be a truck, and then click go, and then I go in and I see the reading room, I see level up. And then down here, there's the messages, which if they earn badges and things for the stuff they do, you see that in there. The stats shows how much they've read, how many stars they have, so how many stars they've earned, how many they have to spend, if they've worked on their avatar at all and spent stars to be able to get, a certain face or hair, legs, then it takes away from their stars, but it shows all the stars they've ever earned. It shows their overall, their badges, and then what they've read. So I just started Leia this week. So, she's read 4 books, listened twice, took 2 quizzes. All right, and then if you want to go back to home, you go up here. And then I'm going to click Reading Room. So I've done a couple books for her. So I was going to show you. So each book has where you see here, I haven't done this book, so it's in white. Once your child has done the book, worked with the book, each activity they've done, it'll check mark it and turn green. So like this one, Carlos and his teacher, if I click on that one, I got into where I was clicking. I must have clicked in close enough to the quiz on that one. So if I click on the listening, that's going to read the book to your kiddo. And then you click play and it reads it to them. Then they get to listen to it, see the words, hear the fluency of it. So once you listen to the book and you're finished with that, it basically moves them to the next spot where they can read it themselves. So then they can go through the book at their own pace, Carlos and his teacher. And then Carlos and his teacher talk. Carlos and his teacher write. Carlos and his teacher read. Carlos and his teacher add. Carlos and his teacher share. Carlos and his teacher paint. Carlos and his teacher clean. Carlos and his teacher play. And then you click done. Then you can take the quiz, and then it goes through and asks 5 comprehension questions. Now, if I go back to the book, this is the part that I wanted to show you guys. This microphone up here allows them to record themselves reading. And that recording can get saved, so then I can actually listen to them read and hear how they're doing with their reading and with the level that I've assigned them. So if I click on it, now I've already made a recording of this, but the recording, you would click that record button and then it starts recording. So as they read, it's recording what they're reading. And then when it gets to the end of the book, the recording automatically stops for them. And then you can listen to it, or if they start and kind of mess up, they can click this redo button and start the recording over. So I've recorded it already, so I was going to have you guys hear what it sounds like. Carlos and his teacher. Carlos and his teacher talk. Carlos and his teacher write. Carlos and his teacher read. Carlos and his teacher add. So they'd go through the whole book, and then when they get finished, the recording will stop for them. And then it sends me that recording. And so on my end, on the teacher end, I can go in and listen to them read. So I would like you guys to do that. I would like you to do all 3 of those steps with a book. So you choose a book, you're going to have them listen to it. Then once they get through listening to it, they can go through and read it themselves, practice reading it. They can take the quiz, and then I'd like you to have them go back and click the book again and go up and record it, record themselves reading it. So then I'm able to hear that, and I can give you feedback, give them feedback, and that way we can kind of go back and forth that way. And I can, set up ways for us to chat. I can do like a go-to meeting or talk over the phone, that kind of thing, to be able to give feedback on how they're doing with their reading, so that way they keep progressing. So I would appreciate if when you're going into this program, the Kids A to Z program, each day having them read, that you have them record themselves reading the books as well, so then I can listen to them and see how they're doing. All right, guys, I hope that helps explain it. Because I've seen some of you, as I've looked to see progress, I've seen a lot of the kids, they're just listening to the book, and that's great. That helps them hear inflection, helps them hear fluency in the flow of a book, but they need to practice actually reading it themselves. If it seems that your child is having a hard time with the level that I've assigned them, let me know, because I can put them lower and we can work on, moving them up to the next level. If your child is doing an awesome job and it seems pretty easy, I can also move them up a level as well. So I would appreciate that feedback on the Kids A to Z too. So yeah. I'm excited to hear them read and see how they progress and how they're doing with their reading for the rest of the school year. All right, guys, thanks so much. Talk to you soon.